Hi, Maddie.
Hi.
I'm going to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
Where do you live?
I live in Salt Lake City, Utah.
And how long have you lived there?
About 2 years now.
What is the weather like in Salt Lake City in January?
In January, it is very cold. I can give you the exact weather. I should pull it up on my phone right now, actually. We got some snow last night. It is 28 degrees right now outside. But lots of snow. We got some rain, but mainly just pretty cold. An actual winter, not like home.
It's definitely not 21 degrees here.
Yeah.
What about in August?
In August, it's really hot. It's kind of like home, like Southern California. It's usually in the mid to high 90s, very sunny and very dry. So you have to use a lot of chapstick and lotion.
Okay, now I'm going to ask you, what are the best places to eat in Salt Lake City?
Oh, the best places to eat. Well, Salt Lake City has a lot of cute little bakeries and coffee shops. A lot of them are like mom and pop owned, so they aren't necessarily like your Starbucks or, like the chain coffee shops. So I love going to those and kind of finding new ones all over the city. And there's, what's my favorite place? There's a place called the Dodo, which is really, really good, and a place called Ruth's Diner. So those are probably my two, Utah places that I like to eat that are kind of special to Salt Lake City.
What kind of food do you like to eat?
Well, since I'm a gymnast, I have to eat pretty healthy. So I love fruit. Fruit is like my favorite go-to snack. And I love seafood, so salmon or sushi. But I also really like to bake, so always, some cookies or some sweet treats too.
Okay. What do you do you like to hike a lot?
It was never something that I really did often when I was home, but since I've moved to Utah, it's been something that I've found so yeah, I do like to hike. There's some cool ones up in the mountains towards Park City area, and some really cool ones in Salt Lake, actually, just above my house. So we go hiking with, my roommate has a dog, so we take her dog all the time.
What is the landscape like?
There's lots of mountains, so not flat at all. Lots of hills. And even where I go to school, so the University of Utah, is pretty much built on a mountain. So walking down campus, you can get to classes very fast, but when you walk up campus, it can take you a little longer because and find yourself out of breath when you get to the top.
Do you like the college that you chose?
I do. I love it. It's a fun atmosphere. There's a lot of good athletics, lots of good sports, which I obviously love because gymnastics is a big part of that. Yeah. But all my teachers that I've had have been really great, and I enjoy the classes that I'm taking. And just the atmosphere at the university overall has been a great experience so far.
Okay, now I'm going to ask you a little bit about gymnastics.
Okay.
What's the highest score that you've ever got?
I think I got a 9.9. I think that's been my highest.
Wow.
On balance beam.
How long have you been doing gymnastics for?
Oh, well, I'm 20 now, and I probably started when I was about 2 or 3, so probably close to, I would say maybe like 17 years.
Wow.
Very, very, very long time. Ever since I can remember.
What is your favorite event?
Balance beam.
Why?
I think I think I found a liking for it because it's more of an artistic event. You can do kind of show your personality more. It's kind of has the dancing aspect to it, but you also have to be very precise. And I'm kind of a perfectionist in that way, so Balance Beam caters to my, I guess you could say, OCD of being a perfectionist in that way. So,
what's the environment like at a gymnastics meet?
well, at the University of Utah, it's pretty different compared to anything else in college gymnastics, let alone women's sports. We get about 15,000 people to come watch us compete. And last night we had our first competition of the season, and we had, roughly a little more than 15,000 come to our very first competition. So it's a lot of high energy. We have lots of families and little kids come out and watch us and support us, as well as students and other athletes that come. So I think the community in Salt Lake City has really embraced our team and has always been very supportive of our program. So it's really cool to have so many fans come and watch just a simple gymnastics meet.
Well, that's all the questions that I have.
Okay. Sure there's not any more?
Unless you have anything that you would like to add.
I don't think so. I think you had some great questions.
Thank you.
Yeah, if you think of any